Hi everyone, this is Beth Kitchen, and I have a question for you. What would you think if all of a sudden the federal government decided that political appointees would be making all the decisions about federal funding for all grants and all projects? Well, that's exactly what this administration is trying to do, and we are trying to stop them, and we can. But we need everyone's help. So what exactly is this OMB rule? That's the Office of Management and Budget. Well, it would basically politicize the whole process of grant funding. As far as researchers and scientists are concerned, it would replace peer review with political appointees. And they would be forbidden from deferring to peer reviewers. So the people who are experts in the field have no say in this. Any grant can be canceled at any time. So they can pull funding for you if they decide they don't like you. They don't have to explain anything, and you have no recourse. And the research has to align with White House priorities. So that goes for community programs as well. So I've just shown you the scientific implications of that. But there are a lot of implications for the community as well. Now, I lead you to Elizabeth Janexi's Substack because she is someone who's doing a lot of great work in this. She was a scientific expert at the NIH. She retired, took early retirement last year because of Doge. Okay? Now, she does a great job here of telling you, first of all, how you can comment on this and about how it might affect the community. So you don't have to be a researcher or a scientist or an academician to care about this. This has a lot of community implications. And so if you look at this, there are a lot of places that are going to be affected. So let's take a look at some of the provisions. So a lot of the provisions are science-oriented, but let's take a look at some of the other provisions. So you've got discretionary termination. That means that they can stop your funding, halt your funding at any time. Again, program goals have to align with administration priorities. Grant competitions can be hidden from public view. How do you know if you can apply for a grant if you don't even know it's out there? And there you can read these others, okay? And why is this important? Well, it's important because when you go to write your comments, I'm going to scroll down here because this is where Elizabeth talks about how you can make a good message. Say who you are and why you're qualified to comment. Now, you can comment anonymously if you fear retribution. So if you feel more comfortable doing that, that's fine. But it does help if you put your name out there and say, this is why I'm qualified to talk about this. You may be concerned consumer, concerned citizen. A concerned citizen is an important person here. List the provision or provisions that you want to have removed from this, and then explain the concrete harm. How would this hurt your community? Would it hurt your food banks? Would it hurt other programs? And then closing, you want to say specifically, these are the provisions that I object to, and I want these provisions removed. So she's making it really easy for you. And then here is where you can submit your comment. All you got to do is go to elizabethjanexi.substack.com. You'll see all of her Substacks there. Scroll down a little and you'll see this one with that graphic of the community. A lot of people say to me, well, Beth, these comments don't matter. Nobody reads them. Well, you know what? OMB has to read these. They must read every single comment and respond to every single comment. So let's flood the zone because we can really slow them down with just having to read a lot of our comments. Now, hopefully we'll win with our comments. But what if we don't? What if they overrule this somehow? Well, there's going to be litigation, right? And so people that are going in and fighting this on legal grounds, they can use all of our comments to help them with their cases. So it really does matter. Now, the other thing that really matters is talking to your senators because they can stop this. They can stop this today, cold, end of story. But we've got to let them know how we feel. If you have senators in a blue state, Yeah, your job's pretty easy. If you just make them aware of this, they'll probably come down against it. Those of us in red states, we have our work cut out for us, but I think we can do it because I think there are some senators on the other side of the aisle that aren't going to like this. I want to leave you with a quote from Barack Obama. The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope. So while my lone voice may not matter, if you all join me and make these comments, we can make a difference together.